Alright guys, Blackwar here and welcome to another video, and today we're going to continue our team of the matchup predictions, I guess, for the actual FIFA predictions, for the actual FIFA team, sorry. So I hadn't done the third matchup because it got released very early, and I mean there was no point making a team that was already released by EA, but the quarters of finals, the round of 16 has been done. FIFA hasn't announced any team as of yet. It's like 3 p.m. Is that 4th of July? Yeah, 4th of July, 3 p.m. So I'm gonna make a team. There's some players I wanted to include, I couldn't. Mainly 2 players, but because they're all goalkeepers. But the same players, there's like players not out of position this time. I couldn't do anything against it, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. But I'm gonna start with probably the biggest, like the best goalkeeper in this World Cup, even though he's out now, and that would be Peter Schmeichel. No, you see? First thing I mess up. Kasper Schmeichel, sorry. Despite losing to Croatia on penalties, he had an amazing game, even saved Modric's penalties at like 114th minute, saved 2 penalties in the penalty shootout. Sadly, Daniel Subasic had a better penalty shootout game, but I went with Schmeichel because he kept Denmark into the game until the penalties, so that's for Schmeichel. Now, right back, I went with the biggest upset of this World Cup, and that would be Russia. So I decided to go with Mario Fernandez from CSKA Moscow. Played well. He played well against Spain, trying to like make some runs to help his forwards, to help Golovin, to help Cherichev. Yeah, crossing the ball, doing what right back does, but he did quite well, and also defending, which was kind of crucial against Spain. Now, the first centre back I went for, even though he doesn't play centre back for his country, is of course Benjamin Pavard. I'm still in shock from his goal. Obviously I had the French commentary, and it was so incredible to see this strike happening. No one expected it as well. It's like the left back crosses in, it's a missed ball in the box, like no one can actually take it, and our right back is like, alright, I'm gonna shoot it, and I don't know, man channeled his inner Zidane for a second, and it went in. What a goal that was, to like even to get France back into the game. So yeah, that was for Benjamin Pavard. And next to him I went with Andreas Granqvist, or Granqvist. Didn't have an amazing game for Sweden, but on and all defended rather nicely. It was not a bad game for him, and obviously they're through. He nearly had a penalty at the end of the game, but turned out to be a free kick. So yeah, not a lot of things to say, but to be honest, I didn't have any other massive centre back to get in here. Now our left back is, as I said, a player out of position, and that would be Yeremina, the providential man for Colombia recently, scoring I think their 2 last goals in the competition. It's a shame that they're out. But obviously have a sweet spot for England, but they didn't show anything during that game. I mean, Colombia showed that they were better wrestlers than players, but yeah, it was a very poor game from both sides. Mina with the first corner of the game equalizing at the 90th minute, and then losing on penalties. But yeah, I went with Yeremina because it felt rather logical to get him in the team. Now, the first centre mid, again, is going to be French, and although I don't like him, it will be Paul Pogba. What a game he had. Okay, he missed a free kick at like 15 minutes in, but that's not, like, that's something else. But the passes he delivered during the game, when he plays like this, you cannot not like him. But he rarely plays like this. If you can play like this throughout the entirety of the tournament, then fair enough, I'll be his biggest fan. But what a game he had. Incredible vision, through balls, like I don't even know, I can't even proceed how he has the idea of making the ball go there or that. Like, it's incredible. He sees everything. And well, I mean, we'll see with the strikers, well, the forwards, sorry, that he played a big role in the game. But yeah, very good game from Pogba, and that's what we expect from a player of his caliber with France. Now, the two other centre mids aren't actually centre mids. The first one is Nasser Chadli. I needed to include, obviously, a Belgian player. I didn't know who to pick, but Chadli scoring the winner as a substitute at the 93rd minute. I could have gone with Marwan Fellaini. He scored as well. But I don't know, Chadli was like the more crucial player, so I went with him to qualify Belgium in what was an incredible game. Like, very impressive. Japan leading 2-0. People were like, okay, we may have something here. Belgium might be out. And Vertonghen, out of nowhere, with the weirdest header of all time, managing to score. Then Marwan Fellaini scoring, and obviously then Nasser Chadli scoring. So yeah, it was very interesting. That was probably one of my favorite games of this World Cup, alongside Portugal, Spain in the first round, and maybe France against Argentina. Continuing the Belgium-Japanese theme, we'll have one of the revelations of this World Cup, and that will be Takeshi Inui, playing for Eibar. Great season he had, but also great game. Very, very interesting player. I don't think he'll stay in Eibar for long. Had a decent game. Was the key player for Japan. I think he could have scored maybe a bit more. Well, no, not scored a bit more. I think there was one or two chances he could have maybe put through. But at the end of the day, Japan got knocked out. They didn't back up though. They played, even if they were winning, when they were winning 2-0, they played to score, and that's just the beauty of the sport. So that was for Takeshi Inui. Next up, we have the left winger, and I mean, if you've been following me for some time, or even if you know me in real life, you know that there is a club in the football that I hate, and that would be PSG. Now, I have to include him. Neymar, a good game against wait, who was it? Who the fuck did Brazil play? Wait, my mind is having a complete. Oh yeah, Mexico. Sorry. Mexico looked strong in the like first 30 minutes of the game, but then they completely collapsed. I think that Neymar just was too strong for them, even though he completely continued to play like an absolute dickhead, to make rolls here and there, and that's it. Because he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, he's a very talented player, but he is such a dickhead that people cannot like him. That's just how it is. People cannot like him. But I mean, that's just Neymar, I guess. Now, this is the actual only player I like in PSG, and continuing our PSG forward team, Edinson Cavani scored a brace for Uruguay against Portugal. Sadly, will probably miss out on their quarters against France, which means that Luis Suarez will be the main man for Uruguay. But great game by Edinson Cavani. Always this fighting spirit, always knowing what to do, and that's what I love about him. He's the same with PSG, and as I said, it's the only player I actually like in the lineup. Maybe with Marquinhos, but yeah. And it's a shame that he can't play against France. I'm not going to complain, obviously. I'd rather play against Christian Rodriguez than against Edinson Cavani, even though I'll probably regret saying that, because Rodriguez is going to score a hat-trick in the first 70 minutes. I don't know. But yeah, great game by Cavani. And to finish this team, the last but not the least forward in this team, is, I mean, it has to be Kylian Mbappe. Again, PSG, I know. But he saved us. First, like, in the 10th minute, I think. What a run! I think he reached like 37 kilometers per hour, which is like the highest top speed ever recorded by a football player, or something like this. Completely destroying Argentina's defense. Got fouled, Griezmann got the penalty, he scored. Then we were losing 2-1. Benjamin Pavard, as I said, scored the goal of the competition, in my opinion. And then Mbappe was like, okay, I think we might want to score. So he scored twice. And we won 4-3. Great game by Mbappe. And I think that wraps up this team. Honorable mentions. The goalkeepers, as I said, Daniel Subasic, Jordan Pickford for yesterday, saving the decisive penalty, even though England played like shit. And then, to be honest, I don't really know. I just don't know. Maybe like, again, Di Maria, another PSG player, for his goal against France, getting Argentina back into the game. I don't know. It was weird, but yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this team. We'll see what EA does with their team of the quarters. Sorry, team of the round of 16. And it's been a pleasure talking to you today. I'll catch you later. See ya.